welcome back to the Matt Bork Show. So today I want to react to a video yet again. It's going to be Brett Cooper, and in this video she's talking about the whole deal with American Eagle and Sydney Sweeney. And again, I thought it'd be a good video to react to because of her takes. I really like her channel. I think she's been very thoughtful, and her commentary has always made me think a lot about like what's going on in the United States. Without further ado, let's watch the video and let's get into it. Okay, here we go.
One, on the Sydney Sweeney issue, she did not make any statement. She didn't come out and, speak out against American Eagle or the ad or apologize for it. She didn't make some statement about Trump. American Eagle did not do that either. And the left then tried to spin it to say that we made up their outrage, that actually they weren't outraged at all. It was totally fine. We were the ones who started it. Like, that's how you know that we came out on top. However, because it's the right, we just could not let it go. We had to keep pushing this win in the weirdest possible ways. Like, people online on the right are straight up lying and exaggerating purely for clicks and engagements.
You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
People on X on the right are now tacking this whole Sydney Sweeney controversy onto things that sororities have been doing for years. So if you don't know, in sorority culture in the United States, there is something that is called rush, and that is how you get into the sorority. And on bid day, they do a whole big party and they make videos, they post them on social media, everybody's dressing up. This year, the right has decided that these things are actually sororities responding to the Sydney Sweeney controversy and saying that woke is dead. I saw an account post this video with the caption, "Breaking sorority at the University of Alabama is going viral for wearing jeans in their latest recruiting video. Sydney Sweeney has opened the door for women across America to celebrate pure American beauty." Jeans. She's opened the door for women across America to wear jeans. Are you kidding me? These tweets, guys, they have millions upon millions of views, and they're coming from these accounts that post like MAGA and like right-wing news and updates. A lot of them are coming from the same original account, and then other people are reposting them with their own captions that are very similar, as you saw, like breaking news, liberal trigger, all of these things. Like, guys, it's just, it doesn't make sense. Like, when people mock us, when they make fun of us and they say, look how ridiculous these right-wingers are, that is why we won.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things here. So personally, my take is, I feel when an ad like that was posted, I've been doing marketing and advertising for the past 8 years. These big agencies, they always make sure that they cannot get in trouble, right? Because ultimately what happens when the agency is not doing enough research and then there's like a big thing happening like that really hurts the agency's reputation. So whoever American Eagle worked with, they're probably, they were like, wow, okay, like this is amazing. Like this became like a massive national topic, right? But trust me when I'm saying this, everything that you've seen in those ads, they were all done on purpose, right? Because they wanted to trigger people so there was a conversation, right? And to be honest, the ad itself was really kind of returning to normalcy, I think, right? Because I definitely didn't agree with, the body positivity and all that. Like, I was totally tuned out. Like, I haven't watched a lot of ads just purely because I'm like, okay, like that's just another woke thing, I guess. So yeah, I think that's something that had to be said. On the other hand, I feel both sides are trying to really trigger each other a lot of times, and that was kind of part of it. And I don't like the fact that there's like this thing where, well, we won. It's not a freaking war. Like, that's where I'm kind of like, you know what? This is where, the right and conservatives gotta dial it back. The other side, they're also Americans. It's not like you're at war and those people, like, it's not like we're back in the Cold War and the left is some I don't know, Soviet spies or something. Like, no, like those are also Americans and they have a different opinion. Why do you have to make it a, like it's not a competition? But unfortunately, that's where we are, that it is a competition. I think there needs to be some milder discourse around this. And yes, I think there could be a place where there's a variety of things going on at the same time, right? It's not like, well, woke is bad or woke is good. There's always going to be a grain of truth in everything a person says or a group says or thinks. But then a lot of times what happens when ideology gets overtuned, obviously the the other side who opposes the ideology will say, you know what, let's go back to something like whatever we had before because this doesn't make any sense, right? That will ultimately happen. It happens. It will always happen, right? And you cannot really blame people, conservatives, for thinking, you know what, this is way too much. I mean, just look at media in general, right? It's, Star Wars was completely ruined by all the woke stuff, right? Like the entire business has been like, I mean, like Star Wars has been at risk because of really bad decisions. And guess what? They were also in South Park, right? So everything that we see in South Park now, the other side was also represented, and they were also called out for their shit, right? And now MAGA is being called out for their shit. So it's not like, I think we have to kind of understand that again, it's not a war. It's not, you shouldn't be against people in your own country like that. And it shouldn't be like this. Like there has to be a more subtle discourse, because this is the very reason why a lot of people are tuning out, because they don't like this animosity. You know, we should be friends. Like we should talk about these things, not like go against each other and say like you're the enemy of the state, or well, these idiot left wingers. Yeah, there's going to be extreme reactions, obviously, the same way there's extremists on the right. Well, there has to be a fine line drawn. And this time with the American Eagle ads, I'm definitely siding with the conservatives, because I do feel that some returning to something normal is something that had to happen, right? Like from an advertising standpoint and everything, like the moment Trump won, all the rainbows and everything kind of disappeared from like all the virtue signaling was gone. When you have a look, like I'm pretty sure you've seen it, from like the company's logos on social media and whatnot. Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that tell you? Right? Did they really believe it, or they were just using it as a marketing stunt because everyone else was doing it? It's kind of like, I know it's silly, but it's kind of like Dubai chocolate, right? Oh, okay, Dubai chocolate is popular, so we have nothing to do with Dubai chocolate, but let's make it a thing and let's try to somehow utilize this trend and jump on it. And sure, like that happens in marketing a lot. Like I totally get it, but at the same time, you can really truly see how the support of LGBTQ was used in marketing as kind of a stunt, more than like we actually deeply care about this. And I think that's wrong as well, right? Because at the end of the day, it you know the community shouldn't be taking advantage of, so these businesses can make more money, right? But unfortunately, that is what happened, and it's almost like you can see the hypocrisy, right? Trump won, and then they started dialing the messaging back, and now we have an ad like this. However, I do feel that this was probably the first time since January when an ad like this kind of appeared, and I think that's why there was such a a big clash between the two, I guess, subcultures, right? So yeah, anyways, yeah, that's basically it for today. Let me know what you think. Let's have a conversation about this in the comments. Did you like the Sydney Sweeney ad? Do you agree with Brett? I feel I agree with a lot of what she has to say, but I don't feel like this should be a competition, right? More like, I guess, returning to something normal. So yeah, let me know what you think. Give this video a big thumbs up. It would really help me out. And also subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you around.